were supposed to go live for 1 month, but we ended up going live for 2 months straight, 24/7.
And to me, that's impressive. I don't know if you guys could be filmed with a camera on you at all times for like a whole month. Like even when you were sleeping.
Yeah, even when I was sleeping. I would still say I'm straight. It's just I don't have any sexual like attraction to like anything that I did for that. It's just like, you know, the people that have to go through sewage and stuff. They're just working a job. That's how it is. But
So what would you say your sexuality is?
I'd still say I'm gay for pay.
Gay for pay, guys. I heard it here first. He's gay for pay.
Gay for pay. I mean, like I said before, $1 million. I'll go for $100,000 to see me bounce on it.
How much would you say you made on the live stream?
About little over $250,000.
What?
Yeah, a little over $250,000.
250,000? Like within the 2 months you were streaming?
Yeah, a little bit over that.
Welcome to the Bosstalks podcast. It's Bossman here. And today I'm with a guest that you guys have seen before. He was actually my second guest on here. And honestly, I would say he's actually one of my favorite guests. We're friends in real life. He's the one who kind of helped me get started. And let me introduce you guys.
What's up, guys? I'm Opash or Ashton. This is my second time on here, and I'm excited.
Yes, sir. So the first podcast we filmed together it did really good across all platforms. And he was actually in Arizona. He was in a different state. He was filming like a 2-month live stream?
Yeah, we were supposed to go live for 1 month, but we ended up going live for 2 months straight, 24/7.
And to me, that's impressive. I don't know if you guys could be filmed with a camera on you at all times for like a whole month. Like even when you were sleeping?
Yeah, even when I was sleeping. Like every minute of my day was on a live stream.
See, that's insane to me. See, I don't know if I could do something like that, but I'm proud of him. He's back. I'm so glad he's back. And now we're here. So we're going to dive into a little bit about that live stream and see what all he's been up to. So like 1 out of 10, like how would you rate your experience being like on camera for a whole, how long was it?
So we started January 5th and we ended February 27th.
So that's like, yeah, that's almost 2 months.
Like pretty much 2 months, yeah. Yeah. Out of scale 1 to 10, the experience was about like a 4.
Oh.
I had no privacy.
Right.
Like at all. But there was like a good amount of creators there and stuff. So the time was pretty fun.
Yeah. So I saw, because I'm pretty sure the first pod we filmed, you were talking about, your experience with guys, it's been very little. You haven't done too much, little experimenting. And I saw you've been kind of going pretty crazy with the collabs. Yeah, kind of trying some new things. So what's that like? What all did you do?
So I started off, I did a BJ video with Alex Myers. That was my first like full-on guy-on-guy collab, I guess. Like to the next level. That was that was pretty crazy to start with, I feel like.
Yeah.
Because last time I was on here, the last thing I did was get my
You heard me? Get your Hermie.
My Hermie? What
yeah, Hermie.
my Herm eaten. But yeah, the BJ was next level. And then a week later, I actually topped for the first time. And
a week. It must have been that good, huh?
I was just experimenting. It was 2 months of experimenting. That's what it really was. Because then a week later, there was a 3-way.
What?
There's.
This is diving right in, ain't you?
Yeah, it was a pretty crazy couple months.
Yeah, so let me put this into context. So the first pod we did together, like his craziest collab was me, and we did the I was eating as you heard me, and then all of a sudden he goes on this live stream, and all of a sudden he's doing all these things with guys, and like I was seeing, I was like, I don't know if I believe it, and so I was reading the comments, and I was like, oh, this is for real. Okay.
Yeah, I remember you called me up. You're like, wait, what are you doing right now?
Yeah.
And I was just like, exactly what you think. And then I asked him if he wanted to collab, but he says he doesn't want to take it.
He's not small, guys. So let's get that out of the way. So, like, when you did these collabs, were you doing them on the live stream?
No, we had somebody else take the live stream while we did it.
Okay. It was like a group live kind of thing?
Yeah, group live. Yeah, we had like 7 total creators come through. It's
Dang.
pretty nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I was hoping you were going to fly me out. You never did.
Well, you never said anything. You were out in
Yeah,
Miami.
you know I asked. Yeah.
But would you ever do a live stream like that?
Like yours?
Yeah.
Like being on live for that long?
Yeah, that long. Yeah.
No, definitely not.
What's the longest you could go?
So one time I planned to do like a 24-hour live stream, and then I was like 2 hours in, and I had made like a decent amount. I think I was up, I want to say I was at like 2,400, and I was like, man. And then it got really slow for like 20 minutes, like nothing. I was like, I don't know, guys. I've made my money. I'm out. And like, I know that's bad, but it's like, it's so draining for me. Like, because I used to do lives all the time, like every weekend for like hours, like every Friday and Saturday night.
Yeah.
So like knowing that you did that for a whole like almost 2 months is actually crazy. Like, I'm proud of you, bro.
I appreciate it. It was really draining. I didn't even leave the house. Like, I was in the house the whole time.
Yeah. So like, besides guys, like, did you have any like girls come over or anything?
No, I was trying. Girl creators are so hard to find. So if you're a female creator, just reach out to me. I'm looking. I saw that you and Southern tag teamed a girl. How did you even find a girl to do this?
All right. So ever since me and my ex broke up, like, I've been going a little crazy out there, kind of. And so I downloaded that app, Tinder, and I was on it, and I messed with this girl. Well, so, like, I guess to put in a context. So this girl super liked me. And, like, I don't know if you're on Tinder, but unless you're, like, really, really good looking, like, that doesn't happen very often, like, getting super liked.
That's, like, paid, right? Like, they pay to super like you? I think that's what they have to pay, like, $2 to super like or something like that.
Oh, maybe. I really don't know. But she super liked me, and I was like, what? I was like, she's super like, okay. And I checked her profile. She actually looks like really good. I was like, oh, well, she looked really good on Tinder. We'll get into that. But so on Tinder, I was like, whoa, like, this girl super like me. Like, she looks really good. Like, there's like better looking guys than me out there, I think. So I was really thrown off, and I was like, her bio, it said, I have 2 tickets to like this country music artist concert. And so I texted her, I was like, don't even interview anyone else, we're going. And I don't even like country music. And so that happened, and then she was like, hey, I've seen you before. I was like, you have? Like, where? She's like, I've seen you on TikTok. I was like, TikTok? I was like, what have you seen on there? And she's like, yeah, I've seen you, you're a boss man, right? And I was like, oh, like, you see me as like a straight female, and like my audience is like all males, so I was really thrown off by that. I was like, well, what's my username? And she texted me. She's like, Bossman Bates. Oh. I was like, oh, you've actually seen me before. And to me, that was crazy because, I didn't think I had, like, one straight female fan. Like, I didn't know, like, any females would watch that because, like, that's not really what I talk about, really. So yeah, I was thrown off, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And then she told me that she did Chatterbait. That kind of threw me off a little bit. I was like, well, that's the cheap stuff. But anyway, so she was telling me about that. And so I got her on Snapchat, and we were talking. She's like, yeah, I would totally collab with you off camera. I was like, yeah, I was like, off camera. I was like, oh, so you filming the kids? She's like, yep. And she came over. We did it off camera once or twice. She was cool. She stayed the night. And then we ran a collab on camera. And then I didn't post it because, that's not really my audience. So, like, I was kind of holding on. I was like, do I post it? Do I not? And then my friend Southern Hunk, have you done a collab with him before?
I don't think we've done a collab, not yet, but yeah.
Yeah, he looks really good naked, so I thought it would do good. So I asked her, like, thinking she would say no. I was like, okay, so would you do a collab with, like, me and Southern Hunt because we live together? And so just, like, kind of it would work out. And I was thinking she was going to say no, but she said yes. And I was like, okay. So she's down. We're definitely doing this because since, like, the second day I started, like, they've always asked. And, like, it seems like I would get asked every single day. I was like, when are you going to do, like, a 3-way with, like, 2 guys and a girl?
Yeah, that's, like, a really common request right there.
Yeah, because, like, I've done one with, like, 2 girls, but, like, I have a gay audience, so they don't really want to see that. And so I was like, okay, so if it's me and my best friend, and he looks like, in my opinion, I would say he looks pretty good, like, naked. I was like, okay, this is going to do great. And so we made the collab. It was cool. It was fun. We all had a good time. I know she did, at least, for sure. And then we posted it, did good, and Yeah.
What position were you in when you did that? Like,
We switched it up.
we switched. So, like, you guys shared both holes or what?
No,
Like,
see,
get in the details. What?
So I was scared to do that. He wasn't, but so like the way we started it is, I think when we started, I think I was behind first, and I was like doing my thing, and I think she was kind of like pleasuring him. If that makes sense. I'm a little scared to say this on YouTube, but so we were doing it that, and then we alternated, back, and then we came back and did it again. So like I did mine, and then like it's really hard like being able to like I guess get off when it's like a very like different environment. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because it's like when you're doing that with one of the boys, like I feel like it's really hard to like lock in and like focus and like really do what you need to do when you're in there.
Were you like laughing at all during any of that?
No, so that's the thing. So like when me and Southern Hunt collab, like we've been friends for so long that it's like he's like you would think he'd be the easiest, but he's like the hardest person to collab with, like for me, because it's like we have so much like chemistry like outside of this stuff that it's like it's so hard. And so like he had to lock in and do like his own thing on that, but like I'd say the video turned out good. Like we all had a good time filming it, and like, it did pretty okay, like numbers wise, and it was fun.
That's good. I need to check it out. You gotta show me some clips of it.
Shoot, I will too. So have you done anything like that?
No, I'm looking forward to. You just gotta me, you, and her, or we can bring Southern too, Desmond, the whole group.
Shoot, imagine all 3 or 4 of us in there.
We'll just run a whole train on around here.
That's great. I wonder if she would actually let us. I'm almost scared to ask, but I think I should.
You should.
It's worth a shot. I mean, the worst you can do is say no. You know what I mean? Maybe unadd me or something. Not that I would care, but well, I would care if you see this. But I don't know. I think it's worth the ask. Yeah. So I guess that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Right? As soon as this ends, I'm gonna send her a text.
All right.
We're gonna get it done, boys. Trust. So I know, like you see me, with my friend and that girl. So I saw a video. Like it was just a cover picture where you and one of your boys actually did something similar, like with a guy. So like, can you dive into that? Because that's something I never thought you would actually do.
So the first time I actually topped, it was with my cameraman for the live stream.
Camera? Oh.
So yeah, he was like my cameraman for the live stream, and he wasn't like when we first started the live stream, he wasn't on like camera.
Mm-hmm.
So
he wasn't a creator.
He wasn't a creator, so he had to get verified and stuff, and then. He's actually like into like bottoming and stuff. So I was like, all right, let's do it. Mm-hmm. So we dropped the first video, and then I was like, all right, let's do another one. So me and the cameraman and also blonde boy Brad, you know who that is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were on the live stream, and I asked them, I was like, do you guys want to do like a three-way video? And they were like kind of iffy at first because it's like a very big thing to do. So they ended up agreeing to it. I was, of course, the top again. Cameraman was in the middle. He was getting split roasted. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. So, yeah, he was getting split roasted kind of in a way. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I didn't know how to feel. It felt really different. If it was I don't know. I don't know how to say this, though.
Just say it. Say yourself.
Huh? What?
Whatever you need to say.
But all we did was like hooked him from the back, and then he jerked him.
Oh, snap. That's great. So I noticed like when I do mine, like, so there's a big difference, like in my opinion, when it comes to guy collabs and girl collabs. And so I've only done like 2 girl collabs, and one of them, like, I guess you call it a collab. Like I was with her for a while, but like the other one was like a collab. Like those are a lot different, like than guy collabs, like mentally, physically, emotionally. And so I can only imagine like what it is like with 2 guys, because I did something crazy once like on my page where it was like me, Timothy Champagne, Harley Xavier, and another guy named his name was Cole. I don't remember what his last name was. Like I only met him once for like a few hours, and like, I didn't even know he was coming. But like I know when I did that, like that whole experience of it was just absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
And so I can only imagine like what your experience is, because like I didn't think you would ever do anything like that.
Yeah, I didn't expect that either. I was just chasing the bag, I guess.
You said, of course, I'm the top. And here's my
I'm on the
cameraman.
top, yeah. But yeah, some people now, like, they'll text me and be like, are you bi? Are you, like, straight? Like, what's your label, I guess? I would still say I'm straight. It's just I don't have any sexual, like, attraction to, like, anything that I did for that. It's just, like, you know, the people that have to go through sewage and stuff. They're just working a job. That's how it is. But
So what do you say your sexuality is?
I'd still say I'm gay for pay.
Gay for pay, guys. I heard it here first. He's gay for pay.
Gay for pay. I mean, like I said before, $1 million. I'll go for $100,000 to see me bounce on it.
100,000, you would?
I mean, quick little 100,000.
Yeah. So when you were on the stream for almost 2 months, like, was anyone there? Was there like, can you do longer? Like, were there people watching you like for like the whole time?
Oh yeah, we had plenty of fans that actually came in every single day. Like, was there all day. It was crazy. Like, I don't know what they do to be able to come in the stream like 24/7 during the whole stream, but that's what you're asking about, chat, right? All right. Yeah, so they just came in. They made it like it was a great community that we had there towards the end of it. It was kind of sad leaving them all. It was just, we built a lot of connections with people.
Do you have anyone that like stuck out? Or was there any like crazy big spenders or any like crazy stories out of it? Because like being on live that long, I figured you'd have someone like almost get attached to you in a way, I would think. Yeah,
so a lot of, we had a board that we wrote people's names on. It was the top 5 donators or like tippers in the stream. I think it ended off with someone named Chip, Canada, and Alex. I believe those were the top three. They they dropped, I mean, thousands and thousands to help support us.
Oh, shout out to them. If you're seeing this, shout out to you. That's pretty cool.
You guys are some real people.
So I guess what motivated you, or I guess not really motivated, what kind of got you to stop? Because like if you're on live that long, like why would you end? You know what I mean?
Well, I was supposed to go for a month. Went for 2 because I was like, all right, I'm gonna keep going. And towards the end of the 2 month, towards the end of the whole stream, someone came in the chat and was like, how much to go live for another month? I was like, $100,000, just joking around. He types in chat and goes, wire ?
What?
Like, he wanted to wire me the money to do that. So
$100,000?
Yeah, $100,000.
Well, you think you'd actually send that?
So I hit him up on Snapchat. He tells me, he's like, I have 2 houses in Tennessee, and you can stream in it for the month, but I have to get 10% of the tips, is what it was.
10%?
So yeah, I was like $100,000 is still, I don't know. I feel like I would lose my sanity if I did that. Yeah. Like if I went live for that long again.
I don't know, $100,000. That's a lot of money. I think if someone gave me a $100,000 check, I think I would try to do like 30 days. But I say that I haven't went live for almost 2 months. So.
Well, 30 days, but you gotta think that I had 2 months in front of that. Yeah. So like another 30, like.
And then you gotta think about taxes and you're doing like a tip sharing. So, yeah, I guess if you think about it, kind of doesn't really make sense. I mean, that's still a lot. I mean, that's like someone's yearly salary. Like, I think that's like the average yearly salary in the U.S. Like, if someone sent $100,000 and then taxes 10%, like, you know, that's not cheap. But yeah, you gotta think about like your mental health too. You know.
Yeah, I don't think I would have been like good if I did that. Yeah, honestly.
And I saw too, which amazed me even more, because you were on live for that long. I saw that you broke a record. So you want to tell them about the record you broke?
Oh, yeah. So I saw that Brandon Barbosa.
Cardoso?
Cardoso, yeah, sorry.
You're thinking about Julian Barbosa and Brandon Cardoso.
Yeah. I saw that he was attempting a record in 24 hours. It was to finish 17 times, I believe is what it was, in 24 hours. He got like 7, and I was like, okay, it might be that hard, but I don't think it's that hard. So I decided to attempt the challenge. I ended up completing the challenge. I finished 18 times in 9 hours and 20 minutes.
What? And so like the whole time was you just like watching something, or like did you take
Yeah,
anything? Or
no,
like,
I didn't take anything. And every single time I finished, there was always something coming out.
Yeah.
Like I
Even
just,
on like the 8th and 9th time?
yeah, like even the 18th time, something came out.
What?
I just drank so much water and was eating just to stay like. That's the most water I ever drank in my life.
Yeah. Wow, that's actually insane. So like, do you still have like the clip of that, like on like your little vault, like on
Yeah.
the OF?
Yeah. I got it. It's well, because our streams are in 24 hours,
Mm-hmm.
so I might cut it down and edit it to
Yeah.
just the full thing, just the 9 hours.
Sheesh, that's a lot of editing.
Do you think you could do that?
No. So like one time I had, intercourse for 9 times in a day. Dude, by the time I was on like the 7th or 8th shot, like there's like little droplets coming out.
Yeah. Well, mine was still little droplets, but every time there was something that came out.
Yeah.
It wasn't just
Yeah,
like
by the time I got to like the 10th time, it's like there's nothing like, it's like I felt the feeling, like the O word, but like I couldn't actually like nothing came out. Like it was there, but nothing came out.
Yeah.
You know? So
you got to stay hydrated. That's the trick.
yeah.
Is stay hydrated. But the next day, I think it was Brad. He went on this live stream and beat my record. Like we still tied 18, but he beat my record in 9 hours and I think it was like 10 minutes, or 9 hours and 9 minutes.
And yours was what?
9 hours and 20 minutes. So he
What?
so he did it 18 times, and that
Sounds like a horny guy right there. Yeah, both of y'all.
it was a pretty fun challenge. I mean, I felt perfectly fine after.
Really?
After we got done with that, I just played a poker game and
Poker
went
game.
to bed.
All right, so I have a question. So like, did you use lotion?
No, I actually normally use lotion. This is the first time I've ever like used lube.
All right, so like, when you got there, like, was it not rubbed raw? Like, what
No,
was it?
it was perfect. Like the
Was it
lube.
normal?
What do you mean?
Like your thing? Like it was
Yeah.
just normal? Like it didn't hurt, burn?
No, it was like perfect. If I did it with lotion, it would have been like,
Yeah, that's why I
Raw.
asked, because like I don't ever use lotion. I just free dry it. So
yeah, I didn't free dry it at all. I used a lot of lube.
yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, you're definitely better than me, bro. I could never do something like that.
No, you got it. Just a lot of water, lube.
So like, what would you think about?
What would I think about when I was doing it? I just watched videos. I had my AirPods in. But
Mhm.
the thing is, I'd have to watch like a video and have to like, quick. Because
Mhm.
I had to do 2 every hour.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think every 30 minutes. So was
or
there,
yeah, 2 every, or 1 every 30 minutes.
was there ever like a point in time where you're like, I'm just not feeling it?
When I first started,
Mm-hmm.
it was the second, after my second one, I was like, this is going to be so hard. But after I knocked that one out, I was just committed.
Yeah. So did you ever how do I explain it? Like, did you forget the cameras were on?
No. Or like during this live stream or during the
Yes,
challenge?
both.
Oh, yeah. So I guess sometimes, I don't know.
Because I feel like when you're on live stream that long, you would just kind of get like accustomed to a camera being on you. Like you wouldn't even really think about it.
Yeah, there's probably some things that I said, and then I was like, oh, like where I'm moving to, I guess. I think I've said that. Or like where we're actually at, the location we were live streaming.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But, a lot of, well, no, I can't say that. I was going to say a lot of people's names. We actually said their real names, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think.
So you said you had like 7 creators come like while you were there?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was around like 7. There
Yeah.
was, do you want me to list them?
Yeah, go ahead.
There was me, Tycoon Dog, Blonde Boy Brad, Brunette Boy Asher, Silas Brooks was there, if you know who that is.
Yeah.
Yep, Silas, Alex Myers. I feel like I'm missing somebody. Oh, Chad Parker.
Or Parker. I feel like I've seen that name somewhere. Yeah, so I know I think I knew 5 out of the 7.
Did I list 7 people? Was that 7?
I think it was 7. It was 6 or 7.
All right.
But I definitely know Silas because I really, really like working with his brother Drake. So I know they don't get along, but I guess the way I see it is I had to pick a side, and so I picked Team Drake, and
I'm Team Silas. So
Your Team Silas.
I
I'm
don't
Team
know.
Drake. I don't know, bro. Because like I've met Drake in real life. I haven't met Silas, but I don't know. Like Drake's just the one that I reached out to first. I know he's definitely really cool. Like in real life, I know his numbers look good. Not that really matters to me, but like I don't know. Like, he's super cool. How was your experience with Silas?
Yeah, he was pretty cool. He was fun. He had like a different kind of energy. Like he brought the energy to the stream. He was funny.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty good. But yeah, I feel like it'd be fun to collab with Drake as well.
Mm-hmm.
He seems like a pretty cool dude off of your reels and stuff like that.
Yeah, I wonder if they have like the same size like Hermie or Eggplant because like they're packing.
I think they do.
They're packing.
I saw both of their Twitters, and I mean,
about the same.
I think they're the same.
That's crazy. Is they're our height. Well, I guess you're probably like inch or two taller than me, so I'm like 5'8", 5'9", and like I'm doing okay down there, but they're packing like probably 8.5, 9. Maybe even 10.
I think it's like 9 to 10, and
Yeah,
like 4 inches wide.
Yeah, definitely. Like the girth of it is like crazy. Like that's probably like it's definitely 100% like the biggest I've seen in real life. But like seeing it in person, it's like impressive. It's like how does someone that size have something like that? And then there's two of it because they're twins.
Yeah,
Like it's pretty crazy to me.
yeah, they both got it.
Yeah, and I always had something like that. Shoot. But so as far as like, so 6 months ago, before you did this live stream, like, could you ever see yourself collabing with guys like in the sense that you are now?
No, I never thought I would take my content to the next level. I mean,
Me either.
yeah, I was like comfortable where I was at, but I was ready to experiment and see how things go. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'd still say I'm gay for pay.
Yeah. So you don't have to dive into it if you don't want to, but like, how much would you say you made on the live stream?
About little over $250,000.
What?
Yeah, a little over $250,000.
250,000? Like
Yeah.
within the 2 months you were streaming?
Yeah, a little bit over that.
Hold up. That's for real?
Yeah, it was a great start to the new year.
That's insane.
Yeah.
200.
So now that you know that, would you consider doing a?
I might have to think about it, boys. I don't know. Shoot. Think about it if you did it for like as draining as it would be. Imagine if you did that for times 4.
Yeah, if I did it for 4 months, I would easily it would have been over $1 million.
Yeah, imagine you do it for 6 months. You probably would do that. Because then by that time you have already accrued like such a following. You'd have time to promote it more. Like I feel like, which I don't know if it's different because you know like how in the business world, like if you're good at something, it's kind of like word of mouth will get your name out there.
Yeah.
I feel like OF is a little different. I feel like no one really tells their friends like, yo, this creator's really hot. Like I know there's group chats like Telegram, is it LPSG?
Oh, fuck LPSG.
Correct. They be lying. But like how there's like different group chats and they like, spread the word and stuff. Like I feel like that would help. Like if you do it for 6 months, I feel like you could probably make $1 million in 6 months.
Oh, yeah. I think you can make it sooner. I mean, it was only 2 months in, and I was just being consistent every single day with like everything. It's like everything I was being consistent on, staying on top of it, and it just was continuously growing. So at the start it was slow, but towards the end it was just picking up massively.
So I guess at the end it started getting the momentum, and then that's when you stopped?
Yeah. I had to stay sane. I had to stay sane.
Yeah. Man, so what was it like? So, you said you're straight, you're gay for pay. What was it like not touching a girl, like, I guess since, was it January 5th? February 5th? No, it's definitely January.
Yeah, January 5th. Yeah, so the last time I was with a girl was on New Year's.
Yeah. So what was it like not touching a girl for over 2 months?
It was, I still need to go back to the club. I'm still I'm fiending for it like bad.
All right, so let's check the date. So it's March 3rd, and you haven't been with a girl since January 1st. Like,
yeah,
you just need it.
Yeah, I need it. I Ubered. Okay, hold on. This is a crazy story. So I went to the club on Saturday.
On New Year's?
No, like
Last
this
weekend?
Saturday. Yeah, last weekend. And I had no girls come or whatever. Well, there was girls there, but they didn't come back to the place. And So I got home, called this girl, the one that I actually had here on New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
She was in Knoxville, that's 3 hours away.
Right.
Ordered her an Uber.
A 3-hour Uber?
It was like, I think it was like $301 Uber. Yeah. Or no, it's $310. My bad. $310 Uber.
You down bad for that one, brother?
So it was like 3 a.m. when I got it, and then so it's 3 hours. I told her I was gonna take a nap. Set my alarm. Took the nap. Woke up because she started calling me, and I was like kind of gone during the moment because we were drinking at the club. So she calls me. I'm like, what is she calling me for? So she's been sitting outside for an hour. Cause I slept past my alarms and my
It's
phone
probably
call.
cold too.
No, she had the codes to get into the apartment, but the main door was locked, like into the apartment.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then next thing you know, it was her time of the month. So
Wait, she didn't tell you that before?
no, she found out when she got here.
Bruh, that's crazy.
So it's still been a hot minute.
Wow. Well, so did she eventually make it inside?
Yeah, she made it inside after I woke up an hour late.
I'd be so mad being outside because it's cold and.
No, yeah.
Dang. So like, you still didn't do it knowing that?
No.
That's crazy. Did you
Sometimes I'll get the sword bloody, but not that time.
Yeah. So did you have to Uber her back too?
Yeah, I actually just ordered that before we started this podcast.
How much was that?
I think that was also $300. Yeah.
$600 just to hang out for a few days.
Yeah. Well, I could have drove her, but had to be here.
Right. Out here entertaining you guys.
Yep.
And me. I didn't know that. That's actually crazy. So before we started the pod, you told me you had like a kind of a different Airbnb owner, and I know the Airbnb had it seemed what was like a sex dungeon in it.
Yeah, there was a dungeon in there. For sure, yeah.
Describe that. Tell us all about it.
So the house, it was laid out perfectly for what we needed it for. There was, the sex dungeon room, just big rooms. It was kind of, I don't know how to put it, gothic. I don't know if it'd be gothic, but it's just sex themed, I guess. And it fit perfect. And I was wondering who's the owner, who owned and designed this house. So there was an ATV, I think is what they're called, the dune buggy things.
The razors?
Yeah, the razors. Yeah, so she had one in the garage, and it had her tag on it. It was cash, which is her OnlyFans tag. And then we checked. Yeah, and then we checked the. There's a piece of mail. I don't know if this is kind of bad, but we checked the piece of mail, and it was her name. And we looked it up on Instagram. Next thing you know, she has 6.3 million followers on Instagram. I'm there's actually no way. So she doesn't know that we know who she is at this point. And I look her up on OnlyFans. She's got 1 million likes, 300,000 fans on there. I was like, okay. Next thing you know, a couple days go by. A golfer, because we're located on a golf course, a golfer hits a golf ball into the door, the glass door, shatters the window. So I call her, and she goes, as long as it was worth it for the TikTok. And I was like, what? I was like, what are you talking about? Well, I didn't say what, but I was just like, no, it wasn't a TikTok. So I'm assuming that she saw our TikToks and stuff. And then she texted me and then said the same thing. She was like, hopefully the TikTok was worth it or something like that. She was just laughing about it. Next thing you know, she's like, so what do you do? Or something like that. And then I dropped my OnlyFans. She dropped her stuff back. And I was trying to work out a collab with her, but she wanted me to hook up with her 9-inch transgender friend. So yeah, I was trying to work out a collab with her. But she wasn't in town at the moment. I believe not. And then she said that there is someone I could collab with, but it was a transgender and had a 9-incher. And I didn't know if I wanted to do all that.
Yeah, I don't know about it.
But Yeah, that was a crazy coincidence that the Airbnb owner was also just a massive OnlyFans star.
Yeah.
So Tushy Cash, if you're seeing this, I appreciate the stay.
Shout out to, you said Tushy Cash?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce her name.
Shout out to you. That's actually funny, but it makes sense because there's like whole sex dungeons and stuff in it.
Yeah, I checked her Twitter and she like streaked a NFL game, an NBA game. Like she don't care. She's on top of the game.
Shout out to her. That's cool.
Yeah.
I wish I had the audacity to do something like that. I could never, but that's crazy, man. So you've had a good year so
yeah,
far.
it started off pretty good. How about you? What crazy experiences have you done?
Man, a lot of women. Been grinding on the OF, doing some collabs, some big collabs out in Miami, LA. Trying to get the podcast going, and that's really it. I've mainly been focused on, the grinds. Like, less about the distractions, more about the grind, but, we're here. It's been a good year. Can't complain. Like, It feels nice not being yelled at all the time. And it's been a great year. So, I guess we can end it on that note. I mean, I think we've covered everything so far this year. Last 2 months and like 3 days, they've been crazy. I think we covered it all. I love talking to you on and off camera.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's amazing. Now it's time to go hit Broadway.
100%. You want to plug your socials?
Oh yeah, you can go follow me on Instagram, opashx, on my spicy page. It's opash, and yeah, that's all I got.
Links will be in the description. I'm Bossman Bates on everything, and catch you on the next one. Peace.